Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know another sit down video, but I'm loving recording sit down videos at this point. So I did a poll on my Instagram a few days back, asking what video would you like to see next, and most of you guys voted on discussing my favorite books of the year. So here we are. This year has not been my best year in terms of reading, because my number one goal for this year was to explore new genres in the terms of reading, and I did that. But as a person explores new genres, there are some books that are just not your cup of tea, and that is why most of the reads I had this year are not my best. I just don't like it. I like them, but I just found out, I just explored so many good books and so many new books that I would have not read the year before this year, and I want to discuss those books. There is quite a range in these books, okay, and I have approximately 5 books on my that I physically own the copies of, and then I have, I guess, 3 books that are on my Kindle. I just don't know. I have written those randomly, so I don't know which books are on my Kindle and which are not. Okay, so let's start with the first book. I had talked about this book a lot on my Instagram, and I will not shut up about this book, because this book is one of my favorite reads of the year. Okay, so it's called Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. This is a memoir by her, which I have never been a memoir kind of person. I was a true romance girly the year before this. I would enjoy everything romance and everything fiction, but this book is just so amazing. You can see how much I love this book with the amount of annotations I did in this book. But I don't know, as I'm getting older, my taste is getting different, obviously. So I loved this book. This book is about Dolly Alderton's stages in life, or parts of her life, and she has written a book about it, and she explains how the love in her life is because, not explains, but there is this one quote that everything she knows about love is through her female friendship, and I kind of just agree with her with that. And I have seen so many people say that this book, you should read Everything I Know About Love. Every girl in her 20s should read Everything I Know About Love, because I can agree with that, because it's about her 20s and how she reaches into her 30s, and I'm in my early 20s right now. But it felt like Dolly Alderton is my elder sister and she's giving me advices. That is the kind of feeling that I had when I was reading this book. Kinda on the same theme, I have Conversations on Love, which I read on my Kindle. It's about Conversations on Love by Natasha Lunn. I was on a search for books similar to Everything I Know About Love, and I found Conversations on Love, which I would not say is any way similar to Everything I Know About Love. Everything I Know About Love is about Dolly Alderton's life, while Conversation on Love also deals with, there are chapters and there are parts of the book that kind of deals with Natasha Lunn's life, or says a lot about her life. But Natasha Lunn also interviewed a lot of people in the book. And if you are listening to the audiobook of this, it's a chef's kiss. I just love it so much, because listening to the audiobook of this book, it felt like a podcast, because obviously she's interviewing people. She also interviewed Dolly Alderton in this book, and I just love it. I would not say Conversation on Love is solely about romantic relationship. She talks about friendships, she talks about family, and she talks about loving yourself, and that kind of made me love this book a lot. And I would recommend you going and reading this book, because I just love this book so much. And now I have something very different than the books I've discussed so far. This book is also on my Kindle. I've read it and I've talked about it a lot because this was one of the books that I felt like when I was reading it, I felt like, yeah, I need to change my taste as a reader, because I was kind of finding about so many new books and so many books that have like different sort of writing or like different writing style, and this is one of the books in that. This book is called The Lover's Dictionary by David Levithan. This book, it says in the title that it's in the form of a dictionary. Like David took parts of his relationship and parts of his love life and just parts of his life and then constructed them into a form of a dictionary which just talks about love in any format, whether it's loving yourself, you loving things, your family, romantic relationships, etc. And that is actually kind of a lot of the books that I've read this year are on the topic of love or deals with like love in general. Kind of similar, like not similar, but I was never a poem kind of person in my life. Like I remember in school times when we had to like read poems and like describe them, I dreaded it the most because I just didn't like it. But something changed this year and I kind of on a whim purchased Orange and the Other Poems by Wendy Cope, and I was like, I can try it. I ended up loving every single poem in this book, and I just don't know, I was like, I can see what the poem is about and what the poem is trying to explain it to me. And one of my favorite poems in this book is the poem that is like the first poem in this, which is called Valentine, and it's one of my favorites. I also did a painting with like for the poem or the Orange, and I just don't know, I cannot describe how much I'm like loving this book, considering I used to hate reading poems. I just love it. The next book I've also read on my Kindle and I cannot stop talking about that book. It's called Swear on This Life by Renee Carlino. I mean, I kind of wanted to read Before We Were Strangers for a long time, but I wasn't able to read it. But then I saw Swear on This Life and I read it. It's the most amazing book that I can ever, like, the concept of it is very new to me. I've never read a book with that kind of concept in them. It's about this girl and she is reading this bestseller book that everyone has been talking about, but while she's reading it, she realizes that the book is about her life, like her childhood, her struggles, her secrets, and the author is the long lost best friend and love of her, like the first love she ever had, and she, like, the person completely vanished from her life, and she is understandably very angry with that person because how dare he write about her life without even asking. And it's just so amazing. I just love their love story so much. I completed it in a day, or I wouldn't say a day, like I completed it in 5 hours or like 4 hours. I completed it and I just loved it so much. Like, it keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time because you just want to know what he wrote and why she's so angry, and why is because the MMC continuously convinces the FMC to just go and read the ending. So if someone asked me on my Instagram and this person was like, I'm going through a breakup and I just need a book that I can relate to, because understandably if you're going through a breakup, reading about romantic relationship is not very ideal because then you're just grieving the breakup. And that is, like, if you are going through a breakup, this is the book that you need to read, because this book is about this person named Andy, and this book is in the point of view of the MMC. Okay, this book is follows this guy named Andy, and he is currently dealing with the breakup with what he thinks is the love of his life, and he is at first you're like, this guy is so perfect, why did she break up with them? But then at the end you get this point of view from the FMC, and it's just so good. I just don't know. With Dolly Alderton's book, I guess the memoir is at some level, but these, I've not seen many people talk about her novels, and I just love them so much. And yeah, this is also one of my favorite. Kind of contradictory to what I've read so far, because I've only read about romantic relationships and love, but understandably I don't know, I just enjoyed this book so much. And the last book on my list is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. I cannot shut up about this book at all. I've read it, I've listened to the audiobook of this, and I'm currently planning on rereading this. This book is about this chemist named Elizabeth Zott, and she is a chemist in the time where people are just like, it's just a very male dominating thing like everywhere, and she is a chemist in that kind of time, and I just love her so much. It's just amazing, and it deals with love, it deals with loss, it deals with how hard it is to be a woman in a world where everyone just hates you for being a woman, and I love it so much. I cried in this book, I've laughed in this book, I've got angry in this book. I just love this book so much. And yeah, these are all the books that I've read, or like not. These are all my favorite books of the year. These are the books that I've enjoyed this year, and yeah, I hope I'll be able to enjoy more books like these in the next year. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, I talk about books there also. It's linked down below, and I'll see you all in the next video very soon. Bye.